The Young and the Restless spoilers, September 9th update. Claire shocked, Mariah spills, Phyllis doubles down. The Young and the Restless, Y&R spoilers update for Tuesday, September 9th, reveals that Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, will get a shock while Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, spills a secret. Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, will also double down on Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, so some big moments are on the way in Genoa City. At the coffee house, Claire will await the truth from Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, after getting a clue from Victor Newman, Eric Braden. Since Kyle is still keeping secrets about the agreement he made with Claire's grandpa, she'll be exasperated with him at this point. Kyle will do some damage control as he presumably confesses what's in the contract. Although Kyle will insist he made this deal for love, Claire will struggle over what he did behind her back. Kyle put a lot on the line by promising he'd leave town and pay $5 million in exchange for Claire's heartbreak. It was Kyle's way of vowing that he'd never hurt Claire like that, but he still managed to hurt her with all the secrets. Claire will reel over Kyle's updates on the signed agreement and wonder if she'll ever be able to trust him again. All the deception just keeps piling up, so the conflict between Kyle and Claire will get even worse. Meanwhile, Phyllis will ignore Nick Newman's Joshua Morrow words of caution when it comes to Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, his AI project news, and anything else that could end in disaster. Phyllis is committed to piggybacking on Kane's success, so she'll double down on supporting him and shut down Nick's complaints. As for Mariah, she'll confess something on Tuesday's Y&R episode, but it may not involve her criminal cover-up. Mariah smothered a mystery man, Michael Swan, and has been haunted by the incident ever since, but she's been hesitant to involve anyone she cares about, partly because there could be legal consequences. With that in mind, Mariah might simply confess how much she misses Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, and maybe even wish she hadn't let her go. Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, may think there's still time to fix things, but Mariah may not be as certain if she spies Tessa growing closer to Daniel Romalotti Jr., Michael Graziadei. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Daniel will surprise Tessa by complimenting her beauty, so Mariah might be lurking when it happens. Regardless, Mariah will speak from the heart to Tessa at some point, but their relationship may remain broken after everything she's put Tessa through. CDL's where you want to be for hot Young and the Restless spoilers, updates, and news, so make us your go-to Y&R source. The Young and the Restless Tuesday, September 9th update. Claire gets a shock, Mariah spills, Phyllis doubles down. Tuesday's episode of The Young and the Restless doesn't hold back, bringing a wave of emotional confrontations, long-buried secrets, and a few unexpected turns that could reshape Genoa City's tangled web of relationships. Here's the rundown of what fans can expect. Claire gets a shock she never saw coming. Claire Newman has been working overtime to prove herself in Genoa City, especially after her difficult history and the slow process of being accepted by the Newman clan. On Tuesday, Claire thinks she's settling into some normalcy, only for a bombshell to shatter her confidence. She stumbles across something that rattles her deeply, an overheard conversation that suggests not everyone in the Newman circle trusts her loyalty. For Claire, this is a dagger to the heart, since she's been desperate to show that her past doesn't define her. What makes this discovery even more powerful is that it forces Claire to wonder if she'll ever truly belong. The shock isn't just about mistrust. It's about realizing that redemption in Genoa City comes with strings attached, and her journey to acceptance might be far more complicated than she imagined. Fans can expect Claire's reaction to be equal parts vulnerable and determined, hinting that she may start pushing back instead of just seeking approval. Mariah spills the truth. Meanwhile, Mariah Copeland is juggling her usual balancing act of family, friendship, and honesty. She's been holding on to information that could stir the pot, but on Tuesday, her conscience wins out, and she finally lets the truth slip. What exactly does Mariah reveal? It centers around a situation she's been tiptoeing around for weeks, a secret about a conversation or a decision that could affect not just her, but the people closest to her. When Mariah spills, the fallout is immediate. Tessa senses something is brewing and pushes Mariah to come clean, but Mariah's emotional confession doesn't land smoothly. Instead, it ripples outward. threatening to cause tension between characters who have been working hard to keep the peace. Mariah has always been someone who wants to do right by others, but in her eagerness to protect, she sometimes underestimates how damaging partial truths can be. Viewers will see her vulnerable side as she deals with the backlash of finally putting everything out in the open. Phyllis doubles down on her schemes. If there's one person in Genoa City who knows how to stir drama and make bold moves, it's Phyllis Summers. On Tuesday, Phyllis proves once again that she's not someone who backs away from confrontation. In fact, she doubles down on her latest manipulative streak. Phyllis has been trying to outwit her opponents, and rather than taking a step back when things get tricky, she digs in deeper. She insists her strategy is foolproof and refuses to admit when she might be going too far. This determination may earn her temporary satisfaction, but longtime fans know it also sets her up for explosive consequences. The people around Phyllis can sense she's headed toward dangerous territory. Whether it's Jack, Summer, or even an unexpected adversary, someone is bound to push back hard against her stubbornness. Still, Phyllis thrives on risk-taking, and her decision to double down hints that a major showdown is looming. Family ties and growing fractures. Tuesday's episode isn't just about isolated drama, it's about how all these stories intertwine. Claire's shock about her place in the Newman family could bleed into conflicts with Victoria or Nikki. Mariah's spilled secret could ripple across multiple households, changing dynamics in ways she never intended. And Phyllis's relentless scheming could collide with both Newman and Abbott family storylines, creating fallout that nobody is prepared for. What ties the episode together is the theme of trust: who has it, who doesn't, and who's willing to risk losing it for their own agenda. Each character faces a choice between transparency and deception, loyalty and self-preservation. What comes next? By the end of Tuesday's show, viewers will be left with plenty of questions. Will Claire's shock push her to take bold new steps, or will she retreat and lick her wounds? Can Mariah repair the damage caused by her confession, or is the fallout just beginning? And how far will Phyllis go before her doubling down turns into a full-on implosion? One thing's for sure, Genoa City isn't slowing down anytime soon. As each character wrestles with choices and consequences, the stage is set for bigger revelations, unexpected alliances, and dramatic confrontations in the days ahead.